Hello guys, and welcome to a tutorial. So, you guys might have seen some YouTube videos where they have this cool camera. Well, that is replay mode right here, and I've got the documentation open. And I'm going to be showing you how to download it. Don't worry about like Mattercone or this stuff, that's for another tutorial. Right, also, there we go. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to want to do is make sure that you have Java 17 downloaded. Right? As these require it. Right? So what you're going to want to do is download, by the way, all of the links for all of these will be in the description, including for the documentation right here, which can be very useful for if you're just trying to learn how to use it. I had to consult the documentation multiple times. And it says, so you want to do this one, this X16 installer, right, and then you want to click on that, and it should download Java 17 from there, right? And I'm not gonna do that as obviously I already have it. So you're gonna want to get Fabric, right, as well. So that's where you need Java from, as you download the universal Java for it. And so and also both of them should be on your mods folder. That's not mods folder here, right? These so far should be here. Eventually, but you want to double click on this one, and then that should download Java 17. And then Fabric API. We're also gonna want the Fabric API. Click download, and then just wait. Hitting download now doesn't download the mod now. It downloads the CourseForge app now. Then you should then get Fabric API. Right, and then replay mode. This, by the way, for 1.20.1. This should be the 1.20. There we go, 1.20.1. Good. But anyway, right here. Also, it's been a while since the most recent version of replay mode that's required Forge is 1.20.12. So if you want to play the new features, then you gotta get Fabric. And then you click download here. Then you should get replay mode. Okay, and that should be all of them. By the way, if you want replay mode documentation, anyway, let's do that. And then we got this here, right? I'm gonna grab all of these and then chuck them here. Oh. So only one of them is gonna get moved, and that's because on my other screen I already have the Fabric installed on, meaning I can't move the Fabric installer here. So let me just go quickly get that file from my other screen. Here he is. And now, so what you're going to want, by the way, you don't need this anymore. So what you're going to want is Fabric installer. Double click, and then it should open up with, oh, and it's gone on my other monitor. Here it is. By the way, the reason why I'm using this monitor, well, you have to keep using the second monitor, is because I've just got, my other side is very messy, so I'm using this side because I never use it. It's very clean, very convenient for this. Then you want to click 1.20.1 and then click install. And also, make sure you have create profile ticked, because I'll quickly show you what that does if you have it ticked. By the way, Minecraft should the installer. Also, if you have any mods for Fabric for later versions, you can go as early as 1.14. However, I'm just going to use 1.20 to show you what this does. But also, here's Minecraft loader. However, because I already have the 1.20.1. However, so installations, and so basically, it basically loads this right here, the Fabric loader 1.20.1. If you don't click that, then it won't load this. However, so if you hit install with it, also I need to close that. But yes. So basically, for example, installed. Many mods also require the Fabric API. However, so that should be that done. By the way, you want to make sure you're doing 1.20.1, not 1.20. I'm just showing you that to show you what that does, right? So if we wait a bit, yeah, look, it will give you a new profile here, and it says, so now I've got a 1.20 profile, which we don't need. We have 1.20.1. And now, while we're also here, by the way, these all count as modded, so if they aren't showing up for you, then you want to make sure that here where it says versions, you want to make sure modded is ticked. I'm going to actually click off of snapshots, as I don't really need them. Oh yeah. So yeah. And then here, 1.20.1, in order to finally, and also, if these, something I've forgotten, if these icons don't look like this, and you can't use Java to do them, so basically, there's a thing that can help you fix that. By the way, I don't know what the site is, so here's the breakdown site. This is also the breakdown from the breakdown YouTube channel. That's how I learned how to do this, and I'm just, spreading on the word. So here you want to click download Jarfix, and then jarfix.exe, you want to click on that, and then it should fix all your Java files, right, so that they're all linked back to Java. However, I can just go say bye-bye to that, as I don't need it. And also this, since I already have it there. Anyway, so after that, in this right here, you want to click on the folder icon of your 1.20.1 thing right here. And now you should have a mods folder. If you don't, you want to just click out, you want to click new, or you want to just hover over new, and then click folder, and name it mods. Make sure everything is a lowercase letter. And I want to double click mods. And then, also, something else I'd recommend is click here, pin to quick access. So that if you need to, say that's closed and you're trying to open it, right? It will show up here on the sidebar, and then you can easily click your .minecraft. Anyway, so mods from here. By the way, you can already see that they're all already here. Also, I'm just gonna close this down. And then what you want to do is with these two, you want to grab them and drag them into here. I'm not going to do that since, as we can see, they're both already here. So, yeah. That is, I'm not going to delete that, however, I can delete that. And then, in order to make sure that it's working, I'd recommend you open up your Minecraft launcher, and also, I'm going to move this back to the other page now. I'm just going to keep that there because, for when the new Minecraft version comes out. Why is Bing just half opened up on my other screen? This is what it's done, by the way. I've got the Bing search bar, but not the Bing app. No, thank you. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's on 1.20.1. Then you want to click play, right? And it'll say waiting on install. For you, it's going to take longer than it will for me, as obviously I've already opened it up, right, in the past. And so in order to test that your replay mod is working. But, oh yeah, there's also an extra thing that you need in order to export the files. So let me try get to the breakdown website. Okay. Oh goodness gracious. Please, Minecraft, work. Oh, my game gave up on life. I don't know why what? It's that? Okay, that's not nice. Anyway, so I'm trying to find the thing that you need. Okay, there we go. On my other screen. However, when is my Minecraft gonna boot up? Actually, when is it gonna boot up? Okay, there we go. I can see it. It's booted. It is up and running. You can hear it now. Actually, what volume is my Minecraft at? Like that volume. Okay, well that's... Anyway, so how you can test is it should say replay viewer right here, right? Of which you can do this, right? Or you can go into like a server, or say record server. Want to make sure that's hit X. Or you can go into your own single player world, right? Personally, I'm just gonna go into the PvP Legacy server, as this is where I've used the most things. And now, when you load in, should say top left corner, record. Why is this still here? Anyway, let's not question that giant white cube behind me. Yeah, it should say recording. You can like do whatever the hell you want. I'm not gonna go into a 1v1 match. I'm gonna ignore. Damn, I really messed up with how tall I made that. I really should have gone further back. But okay, but anyway, so, and then in here it should say pause recording and stop recording, and oh, thank goodness that didn't. And like you can do that while you're running around. Oh, and that's for the other. Yeah, that also. Yeah, this is for like Madoka. But anyway, so, and then if you want to disconnect, it automatically saves the replay file. And then if you want to go view that, it should be here. By the way, I just named PV. Anyway, and then you can view it. Also, something else I just like to say. If you accidentally do this, how you get out of it is you just press shift. Also, how do you go into that? By the way, you can do this for any player. You just click on them. And then you can just see their POV. Like, this isn't even me. I'm seeing from somebody else's POV right now. But oh yeah. And then, you should have you recorded. This is exactly what I did while running around. Look, you can see how I punched twice. This is exactly what I did. In fact, if I click on myself, but I'll show you you can click on them by the crosshair. It will not be there if you can't click on them. But anyway, so it should, and yeah, if this is all true, then you have done it correctly. However, there is another extra thing that you can download in order to, do it. Basically, you need this thing called FFmpeg. So, like, let's say, so, like, for example, I could, like, go into the replay menu, wherever the hell it is, right here, render camera path, but anyway, like, yeah, you need FFmpeg for that. Right, of which I have no clue where it is. Where do I find the link for that? Oh goodness, I'm probably gonna cut this out of the video. You'll start hearing me again. Well, it'll be back once I found it. Okay, so guys, I am back with more information. Also, I'm gonna exit that. Right, so the replay documentation, right? You remember that, right, guys? The replay documentation. So right here, you click installing FFmpeg, and then you go to here, and then it should, if you middle click on that, it just downloads the most recent thing. I didn't know it did that. And then we extract, basically, you've got to bring this, right? And then you click .minecraft. And then right here, you should see that I have FFmpeg-6.0. You want to drag this, right? So let's just make a new folder as an example. Let's name it example. You don't want to do this, right? So let's pretend this is my .minecraft folder. What you want to do is you want to drag this into your .minecraft folder, and then click extract here, right? You want to extract it here, and then that should be it done, right? Okay, that should be all you needed to do. And then now after that, what you want to do is if you go in, it will say like basically if you hit render camera path it basically, does it say here about render camera path? Recording, replaying, rendering. Yeah, rendering right here. So you need FFmpeg. Like you press render camera path, and then it does not allow you to normal videos, right? And then what you want to, right? And then it also does, right? You have a bunch of options. Have a right here, right? So basically, this is what it will show up with, right? Rendering method. I just do default, and then it will show you an output file. You can rename that, and you can. So yeah, and then if you hit open Qt and send it to Qt and try to do that, well, for me personally, whenever I do that, it will always come up with you don't have FFmpeg installed, but I do. So what I'd recommend you do is click render, not open Qt, and send it to the queue, because for some reason for me that just straight up doesn't work. And I don't know if it'll work for you. However, I'm just gonna say that look, you can try this method, and if it doesn't work, you do render. However, I'm just saying that like personally I do just render, as the other way doesn't work for me. And so yeah, I hope you now have replay mod installed and can use it. And I'll see you in the next video or tutorial or whatever one of my videos you watch next. Bye bye!